Hello my lovely asymmetrical enjoyers, my name is Shadee and welcome to Asym Weekly, the series where we do not review Asym games weekly. I'm also here with our other host, Mr. Gold.
The self-swap emerald character in ULC, it's they work him,
Gold, are you alright? Don't worry, he gets like this sometimes. Let's move on. Today's Asym is Pwned By 14.0, an asymmetrical horror game created by the Waffle Office team on March 15th of 2025. This is an episode I'm especially excited for, as this Asym is mainly themed about Roblox ARGs, like Recall a Hollow Heart, CD Archive, RIP CD Archive, Brandon Works, and many more. Gold and I are huge fans of ARGs like these, actively looking for and watching them when we can.
Brandon Works. That's right, Brandon Works. This is for a certain someone. Brandon Works. Yeah, essentially we just like ARGs and really want to see these characters adapted well. What for Amanda 4? For real.
And it's Kate! First impressions. Not much to say here, as the majority of my issues would be covered later in the video, but when I first found out about this game, it was being glitched to hell and back. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the most popular Asym on the market right now, but it was being thrown around as the most underrated. That unfortunately set my expectations a little bit higher than they should have been. I won't go too much into detail about my original thoughts because frankly they're super outdated and not important. You know, the new update did add a lot of stuff that I think helped the game tremendously. But just know that they were mixed. The UI was clean and consistent, which I liked a lot. The art direction had a very clear style to it as well, so more points for that as well. That's all I really have to say that's notable, other than the aforementioned update. This update added a lot of things, including murking all the CD Archives characters. They reworked a lot of the maps and generally did overall balance and polish changes that I think made the game a big improvement from what it was before. So let's talk about it, shall we? Art direction is very solid. I like the direction they decided to go in. With a concept as large as Roblox ARG media, they had a lot of creative free reign. While some might argue they went with the most obvious option with the old classic look and integrating inspiration with the cool GUI, I think it looks great. You know, it's obvious for a reason.
I can't give a solid opinion on how accurate it was to the time period. I just simply wasn't around for it. One thing I will say is that I adore the little outro to rounds they did with a reporter. It's so unique and it adds a lot of charm to the game.
Yeah, on that. This game is just oozing charm. I love it. You can tell there was so much love and care put into every single decision in this game. Whether it's Noli's voice lines, the way the UI looks, the animations in the game, or even just how it looks in general. You could tell there's so much passion behind this game. I love it. Speaking of Noli voice lines, there are two shopkeepers in the game, Noli and Yorick. It's why I'm currently floating upside down wearing a skull mask on my head, but nonetheless, the shopkeeper is one of the best features in this game. The dialogue is so charming, it makes you love them for the small time you interact with them. Here are some of the voice lines from when you open up the shop. Some are Valentine specific, some aren't, it doesn't matter.
Bear witness to the all-powerful and mighty Nah, I'm just messing with you. I've seen crazy washed-up movie stars before, but this guy definitely takes the cake. They say her hunger's a problem. I say, they're right. The Roadrunner. Will you be her wily coyote? Because I'd really like to see that. Do you think it has any sense of quality? Like, if I took a gray brick and called it a gear, it'd be breaking down my door for it in 2 minutes? No idea what she pack-a-punched that BB gun with, but I want some of it. A pack-a-punched me. That'd be awesome. Heard through the grapevine someone's looking for him. We aren't harboring a fugitive, are we? Sounds like one of those freaks that keep crawling out of that factory. Better not be. Yes, I've tried taking the apple off her head. Yes, it regrows. And yes, I've stolen enough to almost make an apple pie. There! I admit it! No, not that, guest 666. Stop screaming. smart enough to wear a helmet. Odd choice to have a pot on your head, but what do I know about fashion? Well, a lot, but... You get the point! Smart enough to wear a... Wait, I already did this one.
The Ultrikill kid. She's how old? 30 what? What?
Hey, you wanna hear about the time a sandbag almost fell on me in the feeder? Judging by the fact that you're walking away from me, I'll take that as a no.
Now did get the candle wick for good old Yorick. Look, he had his pockets full of marsh paint, valorous work. Ooh, these will help put wait. Nobody doth take marsh paint as payment anymore. Thou wouldst me think I did rest for a longer time, but nay, for I spendeth eternity playing ghastly riffs. Maybe it be true the myths on this one aren't true, traveler. I have not checked mine own sources about 6 or 1 century? Centuries ago. Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! My, I remember hitting this during mine own prime. Not a soul asked Soul York if it could do a jig. The fools. York spent 2 centuries dancing to classical music, metal and thrash as well. I myself am not choosy. Bye, Rick.
You can go on all day about the art, but I would just be repeating myself at that point. The art is super charming, some of the best I've ever seen in an asymmetrical game arguably. There was intent behind every decision, and the characters are relatively faithful to their original counterparts. Speaking of which, we should probably move over to...
So, what I think about this game, while it is survivor-sided, it is actually decently fun. Just don't go into killer rounds expecting not to be looped around certain maps. I'm not going to go too far into why I find the game to be survivor-sided, because quite frankly, the only reason I think that is because there isn't enough room for punishment when survivors use an ability. You can get a hit in, but usually not an ability, with some exceptions. Speaking of the movesets, Killer Kyle is a little bitch that only exists to tickle the survivors. I'm joking. Chinda. His moveset consists of a move that launches 3 projectiles forward, a launch star works 3 times in a row, and the Scarecrow. He deals very low damage. It's not impossible to win with him, but he struggles to deal consistent damage, as well as struggling against looping on certain maps. I kid you not, I have only seen like 3 Killer Kyles win. The Scarecrow is a fine tool. It can work, but it gets obvious quickly. He's meant to be a jack of all trades, and the master of none, and I do gotta hand it to the devs, he truly is the master of literally nothing at all. The only real upside I could see to playing it is that he has decent crowd control with his 3 lunges. Stalker is an ambusher, meaning that you do want to play semi-stealthily and catch people off guard. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't find his gameplay to be all too fun. Doesn't really make that much use of his ambush gimmick, at least for me. Crash Dummy is a rushdown with a dash that can be redirected in a projectile that ricochets. Bit basic on paper, but her main gimmick is the move she uses to buff herself, her overdrive. It's the main rushdown part of her moveset, and it's used to lower stamina's drain and make her moveset stronger. Since the buff version of her dash has her move extremely quickly, it's what killers use to get the drop on survivors when the round starts. Arguably one of the strongest killers thus far just because she's able to put pressure on survivors consistently. The game is still survivor-sided though. The collector is a trapper. Everything they do requires some sense of planning ahead, whether that be with their minions or their traps. Also, the wiki says this. Now I'm going to go on a lightning round for the survivors, except Aubrey, since she has a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Gunhound is the main stunner. Shoot once to give the killer debuffs, shoot twice to stun. She also has a chargeable dash that locks the killer's abilities. Brandon is the main healer. He sets down a light pin that has AoE healing and throws a brick that gives overheal to people who touch it. Prototype uses resource management to help their team, either being able to decrease gravity, heal, or increase speed, with the cost of their battery being used up rapidly. Guess 666 is unique. They have a screen that can disable the killer's abilities, and a bomb that can either track the killer or be placed down as a trap. This also disables the killer's moves. Oh yeah, he also has a wall kick that costs 28 stamina to pull off. I'm not sure why you'd use that, but it's there. Forgotten is a support stunner hybrid that has a hammer that dashes you forward and stuns, as well as a projectile that can either give overheal to teammates or give soak to killers. If a killer is stunned while they are soaked, the survivor who stunned them will be healed. Aubrey is by far the survivor that I found myself enjoying the most. The M1 is a fine stalling tool, albeit risky due to the stamina cost. The shoulder dash, while seeming useless at first, does give you a head start due to it automatically sheathing your sword without wind-up. And finally, overhead, which is good if you already have distance, since it's the only thing that stuns. This moveset creates a very aggressive playstyle that encourages you to stay close but not be stupid and spam your M1s. My advice for going against Aubrey is doing as much as dating an M1 or 2, as it's enough to cook them due to the 15 stamina loss per swing. Requiem is also a healer, though they want to be near the killer a lot more than Brandon. She throws stitches, and if they hit the killer, they add a stack to her heal. 5 HP for no stacks, 10 HP for the first stack, 15 for 2 stacks, and 20 HP for 3 stacks.
Soundtrack. This section isn't going to be too long as I'm only going to be focusing on the LMSs, the chase themes, and any other special LMSs in the game. Otherwise we're going to be here forever. Killer Kyle. This chase theme is very silly and goofy, and perfectly encapsulates how the Big K is portrayed in this game. It's vibrant and the instruments that are used for the song are perfect. The Stalker. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Stalker's source material, so I can't really say how faithful it is, but when it comes to the overall song, I like it. It fits well as a chase theme, you know, it fulfills its purpose well. The beginning is kinda weak, but it picks up after that. The song itself though is kind of boring if I'm being completely honest. The song kinda feels like an afterthought, if that makes sense. Like, they made the character first, and then realized they had to make a chase theme. That's all there really is for this one. Trash Dummy. Holy shit, this is peak. Rollator went fucking crazy on the drums, along with the electric guitar too. When you hear it, it makes you want to get out of your seat and start dancing. I especially love the main melody with the guitar. The drum fill transitioning the main theme into Layer 5 I also adore. Once again, a song where I only have positive things to say. This one is definitely the most fitting, with Father getting murked up the face of the earth and having to get replaced with an OC, that gives them a lot of free reign with how they can compose the song. With that being said, it's neat, it's a cool chase theme and has a lot of charm to it, nothing much else to say. The main LRS theme. In my opinion, this LRS theme is fucking iconic. I love the ominous starter with the instrumentation and the beat drop is fucking amazing. The drums are so aggressive and it's super fitting. I love it. I will say, the song kinda ends abruptly out of absolutely nowhere, and it kinda messes with me a little. Other than that, a pretty good song. Gunhound and the Collector LRS. A pretty solid LRS. Not really anything all too notable about it, but I like how generally bit crushed and eerie it sounds. It makes it stand out from other LRS themes. Crash Dummy and Prototype LRS. It'd be a crime to not bring this up and talk about it. This LRS has lyrics. It's from the point of view of Crash Dummy herself as she basically goes through all of her lore in song form. This doesn't even sound like a chase theme. It sounds like a genuine song made by like a rock band or something. I feel like Outcome Memories kind of started this trend in a sense, with Sonic and Blaze's LMS theme having lyrics. After that, Forsaken did it with Jane Doe and John Doe's LMS, and now it's Pwned. One nitpick I have of it is that the vocals kind of sound amateurish in a sense, as a lot of the times I can notice when the singer goes slightly off tune. It sounds like someone who's not a beginner at singing, but not a pro either. The instrumentation is fucking amazing though. It's kind of generic, but I can look past that because the soul of the song comes from the singing itself. I especially love the electric guitar in the song. Everything here makes you feel like you're the main protagonist in an anime. Overall, a really good song to end off this section on. Pwned By 14 everyone. The game is, overall, pretty good. Before this update, I kinda thought this game was bland and boring. But after the update, it's made major improvements in its gameplay loop, survivor and killer gameplay, and just overall enjoyment in playing it. The game has so much personality that it makes it stand out from other games in the genre, and I think it's one of the few Asym games I can see having lots of longevity in the future. I can honestly see this game lasting as long as Roblox lasts, assuming Roblox lasts within the next couple of years due to back-to-back shitty updates that slowly but gradually chips away at the player base until there's eventually no one left, but that's a completely different subject for a completely different video that's probably never going to get made on the channel.
Before the update, it was the most B-tier game ever. But now, it's better. The balancing is more consistent. Each character feels like it has a use case, albeit some more niche than others, and I'd say that it represents ARGs pretty well when the ARG characters aren't always being removed. Yeah, it's cool. My rating? I'd say it's an A.
Okay, I'll make the joke this time. How dare you slander my pwned?
Oh, damn it. Local Brandon brags about his juking skills like a single collector trap won't send him back to the cult.
What possessed you to say that?
Run! 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 Here,
No,
have
I'm
my
running,
cube.
Okay, thank you for the cube. Here,
I
have
like
my
giving people my.
cube.
I know. I love giving people my cubes.
Cubes are so silly.
A new quote. New quote, guys. Here, have my cube.
Oh my god, my M1. Oh my god.
Hold on. Let
I'm
me.
deceived.
Cold.
Ran out of stamina.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I have to play the game. I have to help my teammates. Ow. Ow. That was
I just
very
witnessed
mean.
that. I witnessed that. I witnessed that. Unfortunately, stand still.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I should.
Overhead.
Guys!
Okay, where are you?
Please!
You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Oh god.
Don't trip.
Her moves have really low cooldown. Oh. That's
Yeah.
that's really fucking unfortunate. I saw that unfold. Look at
Thank you
me.
for getting him off my ass.
Yeah, but now he's on my ass. So I appreciate some
Hold on,
help.
I'll boost you up in a sec. Where are you?
I'm getting touched.
Let me help you not get touched.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.